Hi, my name is John. I'm going to be going over some information regarding how to write equations of lines given the slope and the y-intercept. Slope going through a point and 2 points creating the equation of the line, given the x-intercept and the y-intercept, and finding the slope and the y-intercept given in standard form. Okay. So what are we trying to find? We're trying to find the equation of line. That's what we're looking for. Slope is -2, so I'll write it down. Slope stands for m, -2, and the y-intercept value is the b value, that's equal to -1/4. If we're given the slope and the y-intercept, it's the slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So the equation becomes y equals -2 x and then -1/4. Always write down the slope-intercept form before you start so that you know what to plug in where. The m is your slope, your b is your intercept. That's why it's called the slope-intercept form. Which intercept is it? It's the y-intercept. Okay. Equation 1 was pretty simple. Example 1 was pretty simple. Let's look at example 2. You want to find the equation of the line again. That's what we're looking for. As a slope of 2 this time equals 2, and it passes through this point. So if you're giving a slope and a point, it's easiest using the point-slope form. The point-slope form is y minus y1 is equal to m parentheses x minus x1. That's your formula right there. Memorize it. That's your point. x1, y1. In fact, I'm going to label this x1, y1 right there. x1 is 5, y1 is 8. So y minus y1, your point, x1, y1, and your slope. So we just plug into the equation, y minus 8 is equal to m, to give you the slope, 2 times x minus x1, which is 5. Some teachers, they want you to write this in slope-intercept form. If they don't, this is fine. You should be able to get full credit for this. If they want you to write this in slope-intercept form, like this, you have to distribute this out and then add the 8 back in. So let's do it. Y minus 8 is equal to 2x minus 10, because I distributed the 2 with the x and the 2 with the -5, or minus 5. I add 8 to both sides, and so y is equal to 2x minus 2. There you have it. Slope-intercept form, point-slope form, slope-intercept form. Example 3, write the equation again of the line that passes through -3, 1 and -1, -7. This is just a little bit more trickier. If they give you those 2 points, you really don't know how to work that out because you don't have the slope yet. So you have to figure out what the slope is. From the previous lecture, we know that the slope is the rise over the run, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Here's x1, y1, x2, y2. I like to label them so that I know where the information is. You could have also labeled this x1, y1, x2, y2. Just as long as you're consistent, you're fine. y2 is going to be -7 minus y1 is -1 over x2, -1, and then minus -3 is +3. That becomes -8 over 2, which is -4. So that's your slope. And your point, you can use either the first point or the second point. It doesn't really matter. You should get the same equation of the line. I like to use the one which has the smallest numbers and which has the easiest numbers to work with, which is probably this one. Remember the point-slope form? Here it is right over here. So it's y minus, minus 1 is equal to the slope, -4 times x plus 3. Minus x1 is -3 plus 3, and there it is. If you want to change it into slope-intercept form, you can do that. Distribute that out and then add the 1 back on. Okay, I'll do that for you. Y minus 1 is equal to negative 4x minus 12. I distribute the negative 4 out, I add 1. Y is equal to negative 4x, add 1 minus 11. There it is. Okay. It says write the equation of the line in x-intercept of negative 6 and the y-intercept of negative 2. There are several ways you can do this. Since it gave you the y-intercept, which is our b value, b equals negative 2. Okay, so I'm probably going to use the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. I don't know my slope. Can try to figure that out if I want. I can also use the x-intercept and the y-intercept to try to figure out what that slope is, located right over here. The way I like to do this, the way I'm going to solve this out, since the x-intercept is 6, the coordinate of that point is going to be 6, 0. That's your x value, and your y value is going to be 0, of course. If you draw it out on the graph, 6, 0, there's your point right there. You notice that it is the x-intercept. The y value has to be 0. So I'm going to write it in. Y equals mx plus b. My y value, I'm looking for my b and my m. I'm looking for this equation, by the way. Equation equals question mark. My y value is 0 equals m, we don't know what that is, that's what we're looking for, times 6 plus my b value is negative 2. So solving for m, I add 2, divide by 6. The slope is positive 2 over 6, which is equal to 1 over 3. I found my slope. So the equation becomes y equals m, 1/3, x, and then my y-intercept is minus 2. Okay. Again, I'm using the slope-intercept form because it gives me my y-intercept. Okay. I could have used 2 points right over here. I could have said this coordinate of y-intercept of negative 2 is 0, negative 2 as well. And that could have worked as well. Okay. Example number 5 is pretty simple. Given this is, most books call this standard form, and I'm not sure what they call it. They don't have a name for this, so I'm just going to call it standard form. That's because most books call it that. So let's find the slope and the y-intercept. So I'm trying to find m, question mark, and b equals question mark. So I have to get this guy to look like slope-intercept form. So let's rewrite the equation. Negative 3x plus 4y is equal to negative 16. I add 3x to both sides. End up with 4y is equal to 3x minus 16. At this stage, I'm solving for y. So I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm just going to bring it down just a little bit. My slope is going to, solving for y, I divide it by 4. I divide this by 4, the first term, right over here. And I divide the second term by 4. That gets rid of my y's. So that equation becomes y equals 3/4 x minus 16 over 4 is going to be minus 4. That's my slope, that's my y-intercept, so m equals 3/4, box your answer. And my b value is negative 4, and that's my y-intercept. Again, there's 3 different forms. Y equals mx plus b, that's the slope-intercept form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, that's called a point. Right there, there's your point, slope form. And the third form is the standard form. The standard form is ax plus by equals c, but we don't like to use standard form very much. Hope it helped, and good luck on your homework.